Oh my god, hey you guys, I actually just got in from a date with a brand new West End musical. It's big, it's fancy, and it's written by the award-winning writers of Six, which makes it just my type on manuscript paper. And just like the best of dates, I took my fiancé with me. Oh, I don't know how much longer I can honestly sustain this joke. Oh my god, hey, welcome back to my theatre-themed YouTube channel. My name is Mickey Joe, and I am obsessed with all things theatre. I am a critic and a pundit and a content creator, and I was invited to spend Valentine's Day at the launch event for a brand new West End musical called Why Am I So Single? Now, I actually saw the workshop presentation of this show last year. It is the highly anticipated next musical from the award-winning writers of Six, which went from, humble fringe student production origins to becoming this global, worldwide sensation. Global and worldwide mean the same thing. It's a weekend, I'm tired. But my point is, if you want to know more about this show, I made a video after I saw the workshop, letting you know everything that I thought that I could at that stage. Now we know a little bit more, because the show has officially launched, and we know that it's going to be going straight to the West End. It's going to be opening at the Garrick Theatre at the very end of August 2024, and boy am I excited. Not only because I really enjoyed the workshop and I think this is going to be a really fantastic show, but also because this was just a really well put together launch event. Kudos to Chloe Nelkin Consulting, who put all of this together. It took place at the gorgeous Underbelly Boulevard, a theatrical space that has recently reopened in Soho. And there was just so much content, which was fantastic. There was a Q&A with Toby and Lucy, which was hosted by Leighton Williams. Following that, they had this speed dating segment where we were invited to interview the writers themselves, as well as members of the creative team, as well as members of the principal cast, as well as the show's producers. I don't think I've ever had the opportunity to speak to that many people representing different facets of a production before. That was very special. But not only that, up there with my favourite press events, we had free pizza and cupcakes and tarot readings. Now, I am too much of a wimp to even dabble with that, but cool that it was there. They also had live drawing, courtesy of performer and artist Ellie Mitchell, who creates these amazing, vibrant illustrations under constant disgrace. You can find her on Instagram. There was also a big photo booth with cute props. My friend Danny was there taking official photography. It was really, really fun. It was a great way to spend Valentine's Day. And I did wear this Six the Musical necklace because if you're dating a musical, and I'm sure I don't have to tell you this, but it's important to indicate that you would get on well with its friends. Now, I have so much footage that I captured on the day that I'm excited to share with you now. There are 3 songs that were performed on the day that I cannot wait to share with you. Trust me, there is a lot more very exciting music where those came from, packed full of genius musical theatre references that all of you theatre fans are going to go absolutely nuts for. I also had the chance to get answers to various questions, and so I'm hoping that all of this gives you a little bit more of a sense of what to expect from the brand new musical Why Am I So Single? And if you like what you see, comment down below, and don't forget to buy your tickets to go and see it from the end of August at the Garrick Theatre in London. But that's more than enough of me talking. Let me show you what happened.
We went away on a writing retreat at the start of 2019, and having done Six the Musical, and it, getting a lot bigger than we thought it ever would, and being a bit like, oh god, everyone's like, oh, it's done this big, huge thing, and oh god, a bit of pressure to
what's next,
feminism, tech, what we're gonna do next. And so we kind of went to this writing retreat with this kind of a big fancy concept we were going to do, and then when we got there, we literally sat down and just couldn't stop talking about our tragic little lives. Talking about the gossip, talking about dating.
Talking about yourselves.
In many ways, I guess you could say yes. And then we were like, wait, maybe this is what we should write the musical about, because clearly it's all we care about.
Endlessly fascinated with our own lives.
And then we wrote the opening number.
Oh, cute. An opening number. Wouldn't it be so cute if we could, hear that opening number? What? Could you? Do we want to hear it? Yeah! Not a band!
Oh my god! Becky!
Wow, Becky!
Joe, what?
We love it all. Listen, without further ado, we're going to hear a song from the writers themselves. Let's go. Why Am I So Single?
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
And scene.
Wait, so what actually happened?
Okay, so we had this plan to go to the cinema.
Oh, actually, so sorry. Didn't we decide to underscore this?
Oh my dear, sorry.
Sorry, could we?
Okay, so we had this plan to go to the cinema, so I had to get ready, take a shower, wash my hair.
Sorry, was this the cinema or the Oscars?
Right? Anyway, so I turned up all ooh. Oh, actually, sorry, I think we're saving that for those 2.
Yeah, keep me hungry.
Yeah, so I turned up all ooh, this boy wants to snog me again, how fun.
So you really had no idea?
No, it was like any other date.
so he was running late.
Oh, the film had already started. Finally he showed up and earnestly bestowed upon me all the reasons we should be parted.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And the cherry on the cake was he said still friends. So I said, yeah, fine. He said, a quick glass of wine. I said, oh yeah, no, I think I'm gonna go. Bye. For real though, I feel no real beat towards that boy today. But now we're done, back to square one, back here with you, listening to me say, why am I so single? Why am I so alone? I'm so ready to mingle. I don't get it, why am I so single? My bed's more barren than the backyard of Kris Kringle.
I don't get it.
Just forget it, and I know I'm a fucking catch, but every time I find a match, no matter what I do, I end up sitting here sinking my troubles in a drink in your flat, still thinking, why am I so single?
All right, enough moping and let's go out on the town.
No, I'm too sad and alone.
Oh, come on, more paint red, baby. Redder than your puffy eyes.
Great, thanks for that.
Ooh! I know, right on cue. Let's go away on another writing retreat. You know, bash out that musical we've got to do.
I'd love to, but I've got a very busy schedule of weeping to keep up with.
Oh no, come on, it'd be so much fun. Remember last time? We got that little countryside Airbnb. I'd make you breakfast at the Arga.
Oh, yeah.
And on the night the rain poured, I sat with you and endured all 5 feature films in the Twilight Saga. Jacob showed his torso more and more and more, so I quietly opened Grindr. But the apples and the bits, so I used to stay to watch them kiss. I went to bed and had my own happy ending, kinda.
Wait, what?
Actually, wow. Hearing that now makes it sound like I'm some rejectee.
Oh no, that's me.
Yeah, cause for that to be true, I would need to have had an actual boyfriend to dump me. Why am I so single? Why am I so alone? I'm so ready to mingle. I don't get it. Why am I so single? They say go get 'em, tiger, but I'm no Bengal. Growl like the jungle cat.
Thanks, we get it.
Should we duet it?
Sure.
And I know I'm a fucking 10, but when I'm out there dating the man, no matter what I do,
No matter what we do.
I end up sitting here sinking my troubles in a drink in my flat, still thinking, why am I so single?
So, as the evening progressed, we chatted more, drank more wine, but don't worry, we didn't lose our composure at all.
You're so nice.
You're so nice.
Both of us are just so very nice and handsome.
We are well read.
Good at giving advice. Potentially healthy and adequately wealthy. So what the fucking hell is going on? Why am I
so single? I'm trying hard to score, but I'm setting goal. I don't get it.
Why am I so single? The only thing I'm eating out is this tube of Pringles. He doesn't get it.
Why am I so single? I'm off getting laid, but I'm the other Berlin girl. I never get it.
Why am I so single? It's like they're singing Voulez-vous coucher avec moi, but I'm not bilingual. Je ne comprends pas. Pourquoi je suis so single? Yeah, no, maybe this is why. Yes, give it up one more time for Toby and Leesa.
Oh, Oh, so we just did speed dating in the auditorium of the Boulevard Theatre, and I'm really glad I'm not single because that was stressful and that wasn't even real. So obviously on a date like this, it's really important to like get to know each other. And what do you feel like this show says to the world about you as musical theatre writers?
Really not much at all. No, it's barely about us in any way.
Yeah, we're a closed book.
We're a closed book. We don't really like to talk about ourselves. But, you know, I think, you know, an insight into these characters, you'll learn about, you know, why they feel so single.
Yeah.
Is what you'll learn.
Yeah. So really, like the question is answered.
Exactly.
Basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, come along and see it and find out.
Yeah, it is and it isn't. Yeah, it's very mysterious.
It's very mysterious. Hence all like, you know, the kind of dry ice on the poster. You know, very mysterious.
Amazing. And not to like bring up anyone's ex on a date, but obviously like from Six the Musical onwards, like how does this, and I'm going to answer the question for you by asking the question, which is really smart of me, but like how does this like take all of that same fun contemporary energy and what people love about that, but then also like push forwards in brave new directions?
Oh my gosh.
I think with every relationship, you learn something from it that you take with you into your next relationship, but also like you learn about yourself as well. And I think that's so much what happened from our previous relationship with Six the Musical and our new relationship with Why Am I So Single. We learned so much about like, oh, you know what, like even though it's become this thing that was so much bigger than we thought it was, what it really started from was us like just like wanting to like tell a fun, silly story and like, you know, show these like really talented people on stage and stories that we care about and that we'd want to see. And that's kind of like, you know, what we've taken into this new relationship as well. What we've learned from that is like not get, you know, caught up in like, oh, it's this big thing, but just do something that like you'd want to see and that makes you laugh.
It's so true. I feel like if Six was sort of whirlwind romance, this is our sort of like our first marriage.
Yeah.
This show. Yeah.
Amazing. And just to flirt with you now, I feel like this is a show, having seen the workshop, that it's like it captures the voice of like a very current generation in a way that like Rent obviously like being like a musical of its generation. I don't know how many shows have like sounded as topical and down to earth and like the way we actually have conversations now. That's something I get from this show.
Oh, that's so nice. That's 100% the ambition. Yeah. So I think because, our sort of experience of our background is like the Edinburgh Fringe. So I feel like although we have this sort of bigger, fancier theatre and space and everything, I feel like so much of what we kind of do is like position ourselves in the way that you would with a Fringe show, being like, you know, what would we want to see? How do we chat? What's sort of like, you know, funny to us in a sort of like in the way that our everyday conversations are.
Totally, and with the show we've tried to write from a place of authenticity. And so far, you know, for like the first couple of friends we showed it to even like to now to today, like when we show that, people seem to be relating to it thus far, which is really validating and nice, and like, oh, do you know what? It was worth doing a bit of that digging.
Yeah.
You know, to try and, you know.
Yeah.
Relate to it.
Well, I feel like this went really well, and we should maybe do this again, maybe later this year at the Garrick Theatre.
Oh my God, date number 2. Date number 2 at the Garrick. See you there.
Thank you so much. What is it about Toby and Lucy that makes them such exciting new musical theatre writers? Because they have such a brilliant voice.
They are both utterly brilliant. Their minds work in the way that great writers' minds work. They ask themselves questions about absolutely everything. And that's why I think their work leaves the audience asking themselves questions, and I think all great theatre leaves you asking questions.
They craft their material really well, but always with a kind of wink and a nod, so you kind of think you might be in on the joke and then you kind of realise you are and so are they. It's very clever.
When Six started, we were these sort of tiny babies who had just like got so excited about working together, and sort of like Six was the kind of honeymoon phase, and I feel like we're now like well and truly in our marriage, and we've learned so much about each other. Maybe later.
Where's the veil? The veil's gone. This could have been a moment.
I think we've like learned skills from each other. Like we kind of have stolen each other's brains, and now we have this sort of weird shared brain that kind of helps us with all our writing.
Yeah, a lot of it has been like learning about, you know, our relationship in the writing process, learning to trust each other, give each other the benefit of the doubt, learning to put aside our own insecurities about the fact we both think the other one's the secret genius behind it all, and we're the one that's like pretending to tagging along.
It's actually 100% true. Like every time we have an argument, it always boils down to like, oh wait, it's because we think that the other one's a secret genius. So
but you're both geniuses. Can I get an amen?
Or neither.
Neither.
I think we're doing all right.
Okay, so there's also a cute like photo booth thing. Look at this, it's huge. He's getting ready. Look at him looking cute. Have I shown you Aaron's Disney jeans yet, by the way? Because we love them.
Oh my god, I haven't noticed those.
They're Disney jeans from H&M. Get ready, everybody. There it is. Oh, look at that. He's not single. One of the great things about contemporary musical theatre and like cutting edge musical theatre is I feel like specifically like roles like yours really, and like a really exciting one in this show. And what does it mean to you to be able to create that kind of a character?
Oh my gosh, I think I've said it so much, but I just think having that on stage, like I just think when I was younger, if I had seen that, I just think it would have opened up a whole new world. You know, it's kind of like you just have to make it and see what comes, and this has obviously come around. Yeah, it's so special, and I think it will hit a really specific group of people, but also allow other people who aren't necessarily a part of that to just understand it and, you know, and be a part of it and love it. And I think, yeah.
And you do a beautiful job of bringing humanity to that. I saw the workshop. And
did
it's,
you?
Yeah.
Just to quickly explain, so we're going to do we're going to be playing various characters. Toby in this is going to be playing the various men that that Joe is going on dates with, and I'm going to be playing Joe's best friend, but also a phone making sort of sends and sort of text message arrival noises. Okay, I think that's all you need to know. So, do you want to take it away?
Thank you, Leesa. So, a couple months ago or so, I was feeling super confident and sexy. So, of course, I figured, hey, you know what? I'm just going to put myself out there and organise some dates. But oh my goodness, there were dates, and then the stuff I've been getting up to. Friday night, I had pinned a date in the diary with a boy from Tinder. 6'3", worked in the city, boring job, but he was pretty. He said,
Where and when?
I see me at 10, kinda late, but he gave me a bit more time to make sure I look fit. Have a shower, style me hair, spend an hour on what to wear, painting my nails and shaving my face, making my bed, just in case. Put my favourite Beyonce on, drink a glass of Sauvignon Blanc, I'm looking so glamorous, feeling alright, and I text the boy, still on for tonight. Ding.
It's getting late.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to head home, cause I'm actually knackered. Are you free next week instead?
Sure.
So sorry.
Don't worry, just let me know when, no hurry. Hey girl.
Hey girl.
Let's go out. The second I hit the floor, everything from before fades away, cause I'm dancing from the window to the wall. Who cares about the guy who left me high and dry? It's no big deal, and it doesn't affect my self-esteem at all. Cause I might have had one day cancelled, I'm feeling fine about it. So yeah, these things happen.
Exactly, it was no big deal.
I mean, sure, I wasted a bit of time shaving my legs, but never mind, cause 1 week later I met a cute gallery curator. Wanna rip up his double denim, make his bed like Tracy Emin. So we set a date, Wednesday at the Tate, then he cancelled, but he said,
Hey, let's do Saturday instead.
one more day for getting ready, haircut, wet shave, man a pedi, pop bobby pimples, print up my face, have I worked all week? Just in case. Getting nervous, Google Van Gogh, down a pint of Cabernet Sauv, order an Uber, and when they arrive I text the boy, hey, see you in 5, you on your way, hey. Hello. Hey girl.
What again?
It's fine. Let's go. The second I hit the town, forget he let me down, and I get down, cause the club can't even handle me right now. Won't chop off my ear, the boys who don't appear, it's no big deal, and all that is pretentious bullshit anyhow. Cause I might have had 3 dates cancelled.
Hey, really sorry, only just got home and charged my phone. Listen, I had an absolute nightmare.
But I'm feeling fine about it. I took a risk with date number 4. Bit awkward cause we snugged before, but I thought he might not dismiss me, cause at least once he tried to kiss me. He said,
Okay, sure, I've got a rugby tour, but I've got time before my flight, so call me up later on tonight.
look, my brows ring him on the phone, hear the international dial tone. Date Date number 5 and I'm excited. Feels like this time something's right. He didn't seem like the type to. Boop. Oh my god, no, oh, it's totally fine. Oh, appendicitis is the worst. Do you get that thing out of there? Date number 6, I'm feeling shoddy. If he cancels, I'll kill some bot. Date number 7. Date. Day 9 and the first one's back in touch. Do I always sweat this much? Says he'll meet me at the bar. Yeah, can't wait! Ha ha ha! Wash me body for an hour. You can't see tears in the shower. Tissues and ice cream already in place. Downloaded Titanic just in case. Pose before me, full with me raw. Analyse me every flaw. Come to accept I'll be fine on my own. As I crawl into bed, go turn off my phone.
It's getting late, so I went straight to the bar, but I'm a bit early, so no rush, can't wait.
Are you sure?
What?
I mean, great, just heading out the door. Hey girl.
I'm on my way.
It's fine, he's here. I'm going in! The second I hit the bar, I spot him from afar, and I know my heart will go on if I wherever he is. I pull up a chair, there's magic in the air as he leans in and says,
Have you done something new with your hair?
someone cares. I seem to make him laugh. He's friendly to the staff, and he tells me about the stock exchange for an hour and a half. He says
This was fun.
walks me home at 1:30. He asks if I've got any plans this weekend. I say none, 'cause I might have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squish. Cicerone and shit standing in cancel. But I'm alright.
Was there anything too personal to go into the musical?
Yes.
If you are a nervous dater, then small amounts of alcohol can be very helpful. What is it about Why Am I So Single that makes it, among other things, a great date night show?
I feel like laughing on a date is always a good vibe, and I think that people will relate to a lot of the themes in the show, and so they'll, hopefully. I actually love, we did our previous workshop at Saddle as well, so one of my favourite things of watching audiences is watching people laugh with each other. I remember spending the whole time watching people looking at each other as they found jokes funny, so I feel like it's a really good way to connect, and also there's the classic everyone cries moments as well.
There's moments of emotional connection as well, isn't there? And
you can hold hands, when you're getting sad.
Yeah, there's something in the show that everyone's been through, I think, in one form or another.
That's actually a really good idea, because I feel like it could open up conversations. No, but that's good to know, isn't it?
Yeah, but some of them really good, but then it could also open up conversations, but also could open up a few wounds, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, a bit of trauma.
It's better to get the wounds out.
Yeah.
Sooner rather than later, I guess.
Yeah, but there's lots of good lessons in it, I think. Lots of really good lessons about how we communicate with each other.
Very that.
On a whole, with your partners and with your friends, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's a good fourth or fifth date. It's definitely not a first.
Not a first.
It's at the point where you're talking about, because you know that you like them, so you can talk about bad dates.
Yeah.
So it's really good for that, and it reminds them of all of the different kinds of love that are in your life and how versatile and great that is as well.
And I think it can also spice up the conversation a little bit. There's a lot in there which will be oh yeah, I do recognise that in my life, and you're going to want to talk about it. So it's a good conversation starter, I think.
But it's also a show not only about romantic love, but also about friendship love. And it also explores lots of other diverse themes around it. So I think the reason why it's probably a date night show is not just because it's about dating, but it's also about friendship, and I think it encourages wider conversation about themes of the Gen Z generation, which you can see we are not, but we are very happy to encourage.
But I also think it's a perfect date night show because you want to make your date laugh, and this show will make you laugh. And you want to have some banging tunes on when you have a date, don't you? And this has got banging tunes coming out of its ears.
And obviously, if the date leaves saying, like, I just hated that they sang so much, that's the red flag. And, you know, to shut it down, just like straight away.
Yeah, absolutely. You're done at that point.
Having worked with Six before, how do you think that this, like, captures the same sound but also takes it in exciting new directions?
Yeah, I think it does. It does exactly that, I think. Six is obviously, like, a very, very poppy show, and we really lean into the kind of like electronic contemporary sounds, and I think this is using a lot of that and a lot of those kind of influences, but actually is a lot more kind of like traditional musical theatre being kind of looped into that. So we'll have a few more like live instruments. We'll take some of those like poppy kind of synth sounds and like have them be played a bit more by like maybe like some violins, stuff like that. And so yeah, there's
going to be some flavours which people are instantly going to like recognise from things that they may have seen before or watched before, and that's going to make it feel like familiar but new at the same time. Which I think is the way I felt about it when I first kind of saw it top to bottom. You know, it's like
it's kind of like a contemporary take on a lot of traditional musical theatre and explores all those different styles. And the way that Six explores all those different pop styles, this show is exploring loads of different musical theatre styles and pop as well. It's busy.
As the music team, do you have a favourite musical moment within the show?
I do, but I don't think we're allowed to mention it now.
It's a secret musical.
I see.
But obviously the songs that we did today are obviously up there as well, especially Just In Case.
I know it sounds insane. I know when I add it all up, can't begin to explain. I know it doesn't make sense. Trust me, I know that on paper it's all in my head, yeah, I make no pretense. When I think about you, just you, and there's nothing I can do, wish it wasn't true, all I see is you, and no matter what I tell myself, lies I try to sell myself, cause I know that like middle of the night, if you said alright, pack your bags and run away with me, well, I wish that I'd just say no. I would abandon it all, drop everything at your call, leave everything, everyone for that seat I've wanted all along, where we walk off into the sunset, watching the end credits run, let everything, everyone fade away like every final song. I would abandon it all. I would abandon it all. Anytime, anywhere, fuck it and go when you call. But hard as I stare at the screen on my phone, I won't see your face, just my own. I hate myself for this song. I'm literally fine, don't know why I've missed you for so long. I force myself to forget, replace your full name with the X so it's always crossed out every time that it's said. When I think about you, just you, and how in a year or two I could start anew with somebody who should be perfectly enough for me. I could be their love story. But if you arrived middle of the night and you said, alright, pack your bags and run away with me, wouldn't hesitate, I'd just go. I would abandon it all, drop everything at your call, leave everything, everyone for that scene that replays in my mind, where I find my hand back in your hand, find like it fits like before, and everything, everyone else that never did gets left behind. I would abandon it all. I would abandon it all. Anytime, anywhere, fuck it and go when you go. But hard as I stare at the screen on my phone, I won't see your face, just my own. I'll be waiting for your ringtone, staring at my face. No, it won't ring, but I'm waiting just in case. 'Cause I would abandon it all, drop everything at your call, leave everything, everyone else that met scene I'd never see, where finally you make it okay. Say this time you won't let go. Say everything, everyone else meant nothing. It's always been me. I would abandon it all. I would abandon it all. Anytime, anywhere, fuck it and go when you go. But hard as I stare at the screen on my phone, I won't see your face, just my own.
Leesa, you're joining this show now. In terms of like ways you can apply to like be in musicals, how do you think having previously played every single role that the writers have written for musical theatre is as an application?
Well, that's a funny way of looking at it. Like this is one of the lovely things about Six and playing all of those parts is that they encourage so much of bringing an element of yourself to each of the queens, and this is the same as like they've celebrate bringing an element of me to this too, obviously in my accent and whatever. So yeah, it's lovely. I think they're amazing. Everything that they've written obviously is incredible. I think Six is evidently wonderful as well. So
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, it's rubbish.
Joke, by the way, joke.
Yeah,
Please
for legal reasons.
Please don't fight me.
For legal reasons. Yeah, obviously, I feel very lucky and excited.
A very important part of any date is cupcakes with show logos on them. Slow zoom on the cupcake. Slow zoom, give us faces, give us modelling. She's shocked.
You've said it quite a lot today. I think I'm really excited to do something that is equal parts very, like, really has something to say. It is making big statements, but it's also just like silly and ridiculous. And like you, as the actors in this, we are going to be so inhibitionless doing the show.
Inhibitionless.
So inhibitionless.
Good. Come see an inhibitionless musical.
It feels honestly modern. I think that's quite a unique quality in that it really comes from them, and it's very honest to being about now, but also genuinely being about them now and not being like, oh, phones don't exist. Like, it's really good at that.
It's just an up-to-date musical that we can actually relate to. I feel like a lot of stories are like, oh, this musical is telling me a story of something that's happened, and you're like, oh, that's really great. Whereas now I'm like, no, that was me on Tinder last night. I got that. Yeah, that hits hard.
Oh my god, hey, I hope that you enjoyed all of the footage from that Valentine's Day launch for Why Am I So Single, and like the best of dates, I got a free goodie bag as well. I've been waiting to, like, I say unbag this in front of a camera, so I don't actually know what's in here. Oh, this is the press release that came in a very cute top secret envelope, the details of which have been available online for some time now, but obviously the show is called Why Am I So Single. It's currently booking at the Garrick Theatre in the West End between Tuesday the 27th of August and Thursday the 13th of February 2025. What else do we have? Ooh, post-its. Cute. There's a little Why Am I So Single. Oh, I'm about to make so many post-its. We have a charcoal and menthol face mask, detox and balancing, refreshes skin and removes buildup. Thrilled, delighted. This is a QR code on a card. Oh, this is for Constant Disgrace, the illustrator I was telling you about. A very cute postcard from Toby, Marlow and Lucy Moss that says, thank you so much for not standing us up on Valentine's Day, lol. See you for our second date at the Garrick Theatre later this year, which is a joke that I thought I made. Clearly, they got there first. Because of course they did. There's a Freddo frog. And also, and this is amazing, like custom love hearts that say, Why Am I So Single, Garrick Theatre, a big fancy musical. I don't know what each one says on them. I think maybe the packaging is just custom and the love hearts are just regular love hearts. Yeah, that one says awesome. Still cool. There is a friendship bracelet that says BFF. The themes of the show, let's not give too much away. Gordon's pink gin with a little label that says Why Am I So Single Love Potion, drink and be merry with a little B on it. You know, I'd forgotten about the B thing. I'm not going to tell you any more about it, but that's a thing. Got a Why Am I So Single pen. You know, all of this would be really great stuff to just use in your everyday life. Can you imagine you're just like in a library, just like writing with this, looking alluring, someone looks over and the pen is speaking for you. You're just like, why am I single? Like, this is saying ask me out but with stationery. I can't use this publicly, that's not what I'm going for. I also don't... When am I writing in a library? That's not my life. But I hope you enjoyed all of the content from the official launch of Why Am I So Single. This is a big recommendation from me. I've seen the workshop, I haven't yet seen a full version of the show, but I am so excited. I can tell you this is really going to be something big. So make sure to get your tickets and maybe I'll see you there. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to comment all of your thoughts down below about the songs, about the cast, about all things Why Am I So Single. I hope that everyone is staying safe and that you have a stagey day.
For 10 more seconds, I'm Mickey Joe Theatre. Oh my god, hey, thanks for watching, have a stagey day. Subscribe!